Yep. So we are live. Just a second. I have some issues. Okay, I believe I can move on without my earphones. Just a second. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. My apologies. I have some issues with my connection, so it was connected to my phone with my earphones. Yeah, just want to say hi to everyone who, who with us today. You already know all of us. My big hug and hi to Ray. He is one of our power users, so he will be one of the hosts. So for today's webinar, and I believe it will be much more entertaining for all of you. But still, this webinar will be like every Wednesday webinar. It will be more about educational purposes. It will be some kind of a lecture for all the new users, all the users who already use xTiles. Yeah, so for today we have like one clear topic. It will be about tasks, connection between tasks and our calendar and planner as well. So we believe that managing all the deadlines, tasks in xTiles is like, I don't know, it feels at least visual, flexible, and for many people ADHD friendly, I would say. So yeah, thanks again for joining us, and we can move on. Just want to give a short bonus for all of our attendees and for all the people who will watch this recording later. We have like a small bonus, small discount for everyone who isn't on a paid subscription or who are still considering us as a main tool or something like that. So you can use our promo code. Yeah, we have Fabio today as well. So hello, Fabio. Yeah,
Hello.
you'll be watching. Okay, no worries. Okay, I believe we can start. We do not need to have any icebreakers and so on. I just want to say, Ray, thank you for joining me once again. And I want you to be like, you already is, like you already are as our user, I mean. So you can ask any questions, and I believe you can speak for the audience we have today. And yeah, I believe we can start, and let's dive into our topic for today.
Yeah, very good. Nice to be here.
Yeah, as you can see, we are in the same team again. It was an accident, but still we have some connection with Ray. And one of my our previous webinars, I said that Ray is just me, but from the future.
Yeah, we're the Men in Black. We are the Men in Black.
Yeah, we are.
Sorry.
We are. Okay, so all of you who have been here last couple of Wednesdays, we have our dedicated AI space. Oh, not AI, onboarding space that we are talking about all the features in xTiles. So let's go ahead and create a new project. As you can see today, we had a small update. So now you can see any AI button in here. It will be always in here. Well, at least we are testing it. So we can create something with AI, but we will start from scratch. And this button from over here is in this place. So this is just a small update. I want all of you to know. Yeah, so let's start from creating tasks, and you have a couple of ways how to do it. Basically, the easiest way when you create a task, when you create a tile, you will have this option to create a task immediately. So you can simply click on it, and yeah, you can start type something in. For example, run a webinar, let's say something like that. It is related to our topic for today, I believe. Yeah, just want to mention we have Kelly from San Francisco. Hello. We have Kiel. Yojavet, I believe I pronounced it correctly. Yeah.
Jojavet.
Yeah.
Yes,
All
welcome.
the familiar faces are here. And yeah, we also had a small update lately that anytime you create a task, now you can set a deadline immediately. So for example, you can set a deadline for today, for tomorrow, and day after, and so on. So we can start from today, let's say. And I also want to give you a couple of more ideas how you can create tasks. Basically, anytime you create a new block, like text block or whatever, or you just click on empty space on tile, you see that we have a plus in here and we have task. You can also put slash over there and say like task, and it will work. And one more option that as you already know, we have this left sidebar where you can choose task as well. But in this case, when you create a task and from left sidebar, it will be a new tile with the task inside. So let's say it will be um, another task. Let's say create a scenario, and let's have a deadline for tomorrow. And by the way, that's not all the capabilities that we have for our oops, for our tasks. Uh, yeah, hello from Kedara. Yeah, hello. Yeah, all of our users, loyal attendees are here. So thank you for that. Yeah, and also I want to give you one more idea. It will be like a super easy, super fast way how to create any task in any place you want. So it will be breakers. I believe it's the right way. So you can type left one, right one, and space, and the task.
I was waiting for that, Sergey. I was waiting for that, but there
Yeah,
you
yeah.
are.
And let's say it will be test task for Ray. Yeah, from this point, let's have this task for tomorrow as well. From this point, anytime you highlight a task, you can see that you can see your own face, so, I mean your image that you have. Otherwise, you can click and you can assign this task to somebody else. And in future, for now, you need to do this like next steps. You need to share your project with somebody else. Let's say I will share this project with Ray. And as you can see now, the UI and of our tasks was slightly changed. Now, it might for the next reasons for you to see like in the most obvious way who is responsible for the tasks inside the project. So, for example, I can easily click on the responsible and change it to Ray, for example, and he will be responsible for it from this moment.
And I get a message directly that there's a new task for
That's
me. When I have xTiles open, I see directly in my
yeah,
warnings, my notifications
yeah,
in my screen, there's a new task assigned for you. I see that now directly when Sergey is doing this. I see this in my laptop screen that there's a new task
yeah. It
for
works
me.
like immediately. You will have a notification on your phone, and you will see a new notification inside xTiles on your desktop, for example, that some task was assigned to you, for example, and it will be the same when task is completed or the
Yeah. You don't need to be active in xTiles with the screen in front of you because I'm watching and participating in the
yeah,
webinar now because I have the screen of Sergey now full screen, but my notification just showing just through my webinar here. So that's very nice to have interactively a warning about something happening in xTiles. That's nice. And I just want to say something. I just want to say
yep,
something because what I really, and Sergey, of course, will mention it, but I just cannot wait to tell it. But what I really love about xTiles here is the ability to have repeating
yeah,
tasks just within the app. Try that in N. Try that in N. We don't say the N, but the other application. We will not never tell the name or speak the name out loud. But there's another N with an O and a T and an I and an O and an N, and that's try it there. Whoa, man,
yep.
difficult. But I wanted to say
Yeah,
it.
thank you for your input. That's also something that I wanted to show to everybody who is with us today. And also, David, hello. Yeah, quick entry shortcut is always important, I believe. So yeah, let's go ahead and from this.
Sergey, did you see the message from one of the users
Yep.
here? because it's a very smart remark,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
it was from David, and as you can see, yeah, this one.
I think it can. You can have that, can't you?
um, to jot down notes, task, whatever. I'm losing a lot available. Um, just a second. I believe, just to understand it correctly, what does it mean? Uh, just a second. I mean, yeah. Yeah. I believe it was about shortcuts that we showed about tasks, about some notes and so on. So you can use, for example, one more idea. It's not related to task, but with this simple, for example, on space, you can have a toggle, and with, for example, this one you can have your bullet list and so on. So yeah, we have a lot of shortcuts, and anytime you press plus, now we have some uh, as you can see, uh, these shortcuts in here already. So yeah, just give it a try, I believe. Yeah. The next thing that I want to show and to share with all of you is about deadlines and about some specific options um, for all the tasks that you have. For example, we have this test task for A, and when I click on deadline itself, I will have some additional pop-up window, let's say, and in here I can add specific time. So this task will be for some specific period of time. For example, I'll give you maybe another example. Let's say this run a webinar, we can have a time for 9 p.m., let's say, and we also can have a notification that I have this task and I can be notified like in some time, let's say maybe 30 minutes before, and I will receive notification in my notification center as well. And Ray, he was telling about recurring options in our place. Um, so anytime you create, for example, recurring task, you can set a deadline, for example, for today. Let's say I will be the responsible one for this. Anytime you set a deadline, you have this option. So, for instance, all the tasks that you create, they will not be with this recurring option, so you can edit by yourself. But in here, you can have a couple of options. So, for example, it can be daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly as well. And just want to mention that now we are working on much more flexible options. And our developer said that it's like 70% ready, and yeah, we will have much more flexible options. So it will be not only daily, weekly, it will be like every Tuesday, for example, or only for 3 days in a row, and so on. So it will be much more, uh, yeah, much more flexible options for all of you. Yeah, hello, Stacy. Yeah, David, I saw your, yeah, I saw your comments, but yeah, it's like, integration with macOS, with Windows, and so on. So yeah, I understand what you are talking about. And for now, we have like quite limited these shortcuts and so on. But yeah, you can go through, and just for your information, we have in our help center we have a dedicated article about keyboard shortcuts, and there are a lot of them, to be honest. Yeah. Um, yeah. The next part. So I told all of you about these recurrent tasks that you can have, for example, for all of, I know, for your Monday meetings with the team, for example. So anytime you check it, you will have a new task immediately on the next week as well. Yeah, as the next part of our webinar, I want to jump into our um, tasks collection. So what is this about? How does it work? And as you can see, in our project, let's say it will be tasks. In our project, we already have a new page that I didn't create. It was created automatically. But before we continue to this task, I just want to give one more idea about tasks. So we can create a new page. We can have another task. Let's say that, I don't know, run a meeting, let's say, with a team, let's say for tomorrow. And let's say once again, it will be very responsible. Doesn't matter. Anytime you create a task, even for the first time, even it will be only one task, your task will be collected to our separate tasks collection. So task collection is some kind of a database that takes all of the tasks that you have in all the project, like in all of these pages, like untitled, untitled one. You can see all of these tasks were collected into this dedicated space. So for many people, it can be like a dashboard, or maybe, let's say, helicopter view where you can see all of your tasks, because our example is super simple, but many of you can have a lot of pages inside the project, a lot of stuff related to this project, and maybe it is across different pages inside. And we believe that this option to have this kind of a place where you can keep all of your tasks on track is super convenient to have. And if you want to dive into context, for example, of this task, you can click on the location itself, and you will be inside the page where this task is, and the task will be highlighted. So you do not need to go through to find this task where it is and so on. Yeah, Ray, you have some comment?
Yeah, I really love this feature because in every note, or when you're, for instance, I am taking notes during meetings or
Yeah,
visits to certain persons, and then they say to me, "Don't forget to ask the question to a colleague," and then I don't have to leave the note I'm in. I just can make a to-do item, and later it's there, and it's in other places, which Sergey will tell you about, I'm sure. But you don't need to leave your current node where you're meeting. How do you say
meeting
that?
notes.
Where you,
I mean,
sorry,
like meeting notes or something.
meeting notes. You're in your meeting notes. You're typing your meeting notes, and then somebody during the meeting says, "Don't forget to ask this or look that up." And then I make an action directly into my meeting note, and then it will show into the tasks, and that is really really powerful. Otherwise, I have to go to my tasks section and create a new task and then return to my notes. And that's not necessary here. You can do it within your note. That's
Yeah,
great.
it is absolutely unnecessary to do, because in this example, we have created meeting notes from a template, and you can have some kind of action plan. You can have all of your tasks, and these tasks, they will be collected to this tasks collection immediately. So as you can see, here it is, this task, and from our
Yeah.
meeting notes page. I also want to share one more idea, that anytime you create a task, this task collection will appear, and you will see like all of your tasks. You will also see a couple of different views. So you will have your to-do task, completed ones, and calendar view, Kanban board with all of them responsible ones. But I also want to share one more idea, that it is not a rigid structure. You can delete any views that you do not like. For example, I can go to do tasks. I don't like it. I can delete it. Completed ones, well, let it be, and so on. But the main idea, you can adjust everything. You can create more properties in here. So you can say like all of these tasks, they will have I don't know, maybe file as maybe some guy, girl, whatever, complete a task, they need to attach some document. It can be it, or it can be with URL and so on. Otherwise, if you want to have this task collection as simple as possible, I usually do it by myself. I do not need this created time and created by properties, these columns. So I easily go to our settings. I go to properties, and I turn off created by, created time. And in this case, I will have, for example, row numbering as well. And from this place, it's much more convenient for me to look through, and I can see all of the locations and responsible ones and so on. And also you can adjust a bit for yourself. You can add more colors, for example, and yeah, and stuff like that. So you can customize everything like you see it, not like we have it in our own imagination, let's say in our mind, or so on. So it is about tasks collection, but also one more idea that you can create tasks from like in this place as well. So you can have you already have this plus new button in here and new button in here. The main difference between these two places, anytime you click on new in here, you will add a new task in top of your collection, and anytime you click in here, it will be in the bottom. So you can choose what you like most, and yeah, just act in your own way. And I just want to say that we also have our sorting option, filtering option, so you can filter everything out and maybe do basically whatever you want. And it works almost the same as it works with yeah, like you work inside just the collection that we have. So it's
I have a
yep.
question, Sergey. Uh, what I notice here is that, and it's maybe something is sometimes it's a bit confuscating for
Mhm.
the users, but your recurring tasks are only shown when your first day is
Yes,
done. Then the
yes,
next one
yes.
will
It's
shown. You think I have a recurring task for every week, every Tuesday or every Wednesday, and then you expect to see the task for the Wednesdays and next Wednesday in
mhm.
your list, but that is not true, isn't it? It is only visible when the task for this Wednesday is finished. Then the next will show, because when you do that, you will expect to see 30 new tasks for the next Wednesdays, because you make it for every week, that you see it in there, but that is not completely the thing you see you will see. I wanted to note that because sometimes people get confused about, oh, where is my recurring note? Well, it's only showing the next to do within in the
Yeah,
week.
absolutely correct. That's how it works for now. That's why I said about our update and that it's like 70% ready. So it is some kind of limitation, maybe inconvenience to be honest, but still, yeah. So how does it work? You can see this task in the first day of any period. If you want to see it in the next period, like if it's every day and you have this task today and you want to see it tomorrow, you need to complete this task today and this task will appear tomorrow. Yeah, but in the future update, it will be not only much more flexible options to have, but still you will see all of your tasks immediately. So if you press every day, all of the tasks in your calendar. If you press every week, it will be the same. So that's the idea. Yeah, I also want to answer like a couple of questions. Our app widget is let's say released, but we are working on updates, of course. Another questions from Stacy. Yes, anytime you assign task, it will to somebody else. It will also be inside your planner for you not to forget. It's like some kind of a manager's um, approach, I believe, something like that. And another question from Fabio. Yes, you can create multiple projects, multiple tasks. All of them will appear in your planner if tasks have deadline. For example, if you have a deadline for uh, some task on the day, you will see this task in your planner. But that's also that I wanted to share with all of you. Yeah. The next part that I want to share as well is like the functionality that we had even before our tasks collection. So it is about our tasks panel. So in here, in the right corner, you can see inbox, your calendar notification center, and this tasks icon. So the main idea when you click on it, you will see different sections. So it will be like today, upcoming tasks, tasks without any deadlines, assigned tasks, and completed ones. So basically, you can see all of your events from Google Calendar, and you can see
Hmm.
tasks that we have created right now. And also task for example, for tomorrow that we have created. This is create a scenario, and tasks without any deadlines, assigned tasks as well. So we have a task for A, and yeah, it should be in here. Just a second. Let's reload, and I believe it will work. Um, I don't know. I lost Ray somewhere. Can't see it. I don't know. But any case, anytime you create a task for somebody else, as you can see, you have a separate place where you can see all of the tasks that you have created to and assigned to somebody else. I don't know. Probably we have some small bug. Doesn't matter. But because I have
Hmm.
because I have some permissions that not all of the users have, I might face some issues because of this stuff. Yeah, another question. We do not have Android widget yet. It is in the like development phase or whatever. Yep. So the next thing that I want to share is not only about tasks panel, tasks collection, but also about our calendar. So all of the tasks that we have created and we have assigned, you will see all of them in your calendar. And now we have a slightly new layout for calendar. We have these options in here, and we can use time blocking, and we can go. As you can see, we have run a webinar in here that these tasks that we have created right now, and yeah, and also just as I mentioned, we have all of our tasks will be in our planner. So anytime you create a task, it is not only connected to your, task collection, your task panel in here, but to your account in general. So all of your tasks, they will be in your planner as well. So how does it work? Um, yeah, how does it work? Let's say I want to change our deadlines slightly because I have a mess for my current week and I do not want to share it, to be honest. That's why let's change the deadlines a bit. And you will see the magic of Planner, and you will see the value to use it immediately because I use Planner like on a daily basis because it's super convenient to to be to see all of your workload in one place and stuff like that. And let's have another task in here as well. So yeah, we can go to my planner. We can see this week number 33. And yeah, we can see that all of the tasks that we created from our tasks project, all of them are in here. So you can see our created scenario. We can see a task that we assigned to Ray. I assigned to Ray, run a webinar, and more. So we have all of them in here. And anytime you go inside any day, for example, Tuesday, you will see this task in here as well. And the best part of it is that you can set up a template that you want without, you can have um, different layout, different template for different week, different day, different period. So it's not obligated to have the same layout for all the periods possible. And answering the question regarding, let's say, recurrent tasks. So, for example, we have a task that we want to be uh, with daily repeating cycle. I don't know. So anytime you complete a task, this task will be uh, on the next day. So you can update your page, and as you can see, we have this task in here. We can complete it once again, and we will see this task on Friday. Yeah, as you can see, that's how it works. Yeah, at least that's how it works for now. And as I mentioned, in future you will have all the tasks that you, let's say, set. It should be like
Good.
daily. every day. All of them will be in front of you from day one and all the period in the future. So that's the idea. And one more last idea that all of the tasks that you have, they will be not only inside Planner, not only inside your task panel, but in your tasks collection inside Planner as well. So it's always up to you to choose any convenient layout you want and to uh, work with tasks, work with your calendar, and so on. Yeah, that's that's the idea. Ray, maybe you have some questions.
No, not for
Okay,
now.
okay, perfect.
I have one lingering, but I will wait till you are finished because I'm missing one
Mhm.
important thing. But I think you are going
Yeah,
to
yeah.
tell us.
To be honest, it was the last point that I wanted to share. Maybe I forgotten something.
Oh,
So yeah, just refresh it in my mind. I know.
well, I thought that the to do would be visible somewhere else, and I haven't heard you about Google Calendar.
Um, yes, yes. Integration with your Google Calendar is also something that we are working on. I'll give you a short example how does it work because we have two-way synchronization with Google Calendar. Give me a second and I will show you how does it work. Yeah, I need to change my screens for a second. Yeah, just real quick, a long story short, let's say. So anytime you have let's say, okay, we can have this layout and we can change it. Okay. So for example, you have your calendar inside xTiles and your Google Calendar connected to xTiles account. And we have this week number 33 with all of these tasks that we have. Task for Ray, run a webinar, and so on. So for example, we can change, for example, not only due date for tasks, but also some specific time. So it will be like half
Very
past
nice.
4 a.m. or we can move slightly further, let's say. And how our two-way synchronization works actually. So for example, you can create some event. You can say like meeting with Ray. You can add Google meeting. You can invite Ray easily, and you can save it. I do not need to send an invitation. So as you can see, we have this meeting with Ray. Next, we can go back to our Google Calendar, and I will show you what has happened. This event was automatically synchronized with your Google Calendar. And when you go to your Google Calendar, you will see that, okay, we have this meeting with Ray event. So we can see that is event itself. We can see Ray in here and me as somebody who has created this event. So that's how our synchronization works. Um, yeah, in future, basically we have a couple of ideas how to synchronize tasks to your Google Calendar. Do we need to, like many applications do, you create task and you will get not task inside your Google Calendar, but event. And yeah, it's because Google Calendar's API, you are not able to create tasks on your side and it will be the same task but on Google's side, so it should be event, unfortunately. Yeah, but we believe if you want to keep everything under one roof, for example, to run all of your activities inside xTiles, you can use uh, like tasks inside xTiles. You can have your Google Calendar events inside xTiles, and you can keep track on everything that is going on with in your life, your career, and so on. Yeah,
And if I create an event in my Google Calendar,
yes,
will it be visible in xTiles
immediately.
then?
Yeah, as I showed my calendar inside xTiles, it was a mess of a huge amount. And
Yes.
probably like many people know, I have a dedicated booking place for meetings, events, and stuff like that. And that's why it's super important for me to have this integration, because I can see all of meetings with somebody else, like external, internal, doesn't matter, and all of them will be inside xTiles as well. So, and this synchronization, this one-line synchronization is free, so you can connect your Google Calendar, you can test it by yourself, and yeah, it'll work.
Great, great. I really love it. It is very, very interesting.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Yeah. To be honest, that's it. I just want to highlight this point that tasks is like a something that separates us apart from an application, and product, and so on, so on, so on. Because many applications, many products in general, they have databases, they have task management systems inside, but tasks is something separate in our place. Super powerful, in my opinion, because it's always connected to your account. So you do not need to go through all the projects to find your task, or just to hesitate if the task was completed or not, and so on. Everything in front of you, everything connected to your mobile application as well, to your task panel, to your My Planner feature as well. So yeah, it's like a web of different connections, but yeah, it's always next to you. Let's say something like that. I don't know. Yeah, that was the final part, I believe, of our educational part. But yeah, Ray. Ray,
Sergey, some questions. Some questions.
uh, I believe I have answered Fabio's question.
Also the tasks, because if Joavet Orozco is meaning the tasks
Yeah, yeah,
in
yeah.
Google,
That is something.
there's something else. The tasks in Google are something else than the tasks
Yeah, yeah.
in the xTiles. You know.
It was a task. It was about tasks in xTiles, and moving them to Google Calendar or whatever. But we already answered it.
No, 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 because Google has its own
Yeah, 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 for sure.
tasks. You can create tasks in Google, but those are not going to be
No,
in xTiles.
those
No.
they will not be inside xTiles because of the API. Again, tasks as they are like a separate calendar inside your calendar that you are not able to share or whatever to do. I don't know. And I know we have one of our competitors. They had this integration, but it works a bit strange. I knew that they were the first ones who succeeded and connected Google Keep or Google Calendar tasks to their place. But still, I tested by myself and it didn't work, unfortunately. But I believe, the main idea. I believe it's not. Sometimes it's not a super convenient way to have tasks inside xTiles and tasks inside Google Calendar, because what's the point? You can, I mean, you can have complete all of your tasks in your Google Calendar, and then migrate to xTiles and to work inside xTiles, and all of the tasks will be inside xTiles. Yeah, and Dwayne said that our tasks are more powerful than Google's task. Yeah, and yeah, maybe some people just a bit afraid to migrate from one tool to another one, but you can test it by yourself. And I also was a huge fan of Google Calendar, and I used, like, on my previous working place, I had more than 1,000 tasks in Google Calendar. I just had this Google Keep separate page, and someday I just decided to find out how many tasks did I have, and it was like more than 1,000. And I was tracking all of my activities for about, I don't know, maybe less than a half a year. And it was events, it was tasks, and so on. But when I migrated to xTask, I decided that I do not need to keep track on my Google task, because it's like unnecessary to do. I do not need to manage two places for my tasks. Yeah. Yeah, Kidara also said that it is a bit problematic with integration from Google. It was completely impossible. Yeah, there were some issues with API and so on, but we saw that, as I mentioned, one of our competitors, they managed it somehow, and somehow they can keep Google tasks inside their product. But I tested by myself, and it didn't work. I don't know how this works. So yeah, but I heard that it was possible to do, but I believe no one does it because there is almost no sense, because it's a bit struggle to manage tasks in general, but to manage tasks in two different places, it's even a bigger struggle. My personal opinion. Yeah.
That's why it's great that it's all possible in xTiles.
Yeah, yeah. Best place for creative minds. Organize everything on like in front of you. Keep your tasks as well. So yeah, just one possibility. Yeah. Uh, Yeah, just want to say if you have more questions, go ahead. We will have a couple of minutes more. And yeah. Yeah, Stacy asks where in Google Calendar do you see xTiles tasks? We do not have our tasks in Google Calendar. We have our own calendar with all of the tasks and all of the events, and all of the events from Google Calendar and tasks from our place. Yeah, but inside xTiles, we do not.
No, Sergey. There's synchronization between xTiles and
I mean,
Google.
with events, yes, but not with
Yes.
tasks. Yeah.
No, not task, but task will be converted to events in Google,
Not
isn't
yet.
it?
That's what is something that we are considering.
But if I think what Stacy means is if I create a task in you shown that just
Mhm.
right now, because if I create a task in xTiles, it is visible in Google.
No, it's only events, only for events. So if you create,
Ah, oh sure,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's why Stacy always also is
Yes.
looking for it. Yeah. That's strange. I saw the xTiles
Yeah,
tasks visible in
you
Google.
know, one more limitation that the Google Calendar has with tasks is that you can create tasks and it will be half an hour all the time, this increment.
Yeah,
And we
yeah.
want to have our tasks with different um, duration.
Yeah.
So it's not only about, as you can see, and what I'm talking about, it's not only about improving our flexibility with recurring options, but also we want to have different duration for our tasks. So it will be not only like a standard half an hour
Mhm.
like Google has, it will be a bigger period, for example, or something like that. Yeah. So a room for improvement as always, but we are working on it as well. Yeah.
So for Stacy, I would say if you want something like a task in Google, make it an event in
Yes. Yes.
xTiles.
That's yeah. Fair point.
But there's coming new developments
Yes.
to change
Yes.
it. I
Yes.
understand. Good. xTiles is always on the move, always improving, always developing, and of course listening to us users, and that's
Yeah, we try
very
to do
nice.
our best, and for all the people, I just want to say we do not force Ray to say something like this. It's you know that's what he thinks. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, no. Okay.
Yeah, another question. Does xTask have a timer or
Hmm.
reminder function? We do have a reminder function. So anytime you create a task, I will show you it right away. Anytime you create task, you can set up a, oops, just a second, I need to change. Let's go to our project. Yeah, anytime you create a task, let's say we have task for, who was asking? Casey.
Mystical
Yes,
Rainbow.
task for Casey. So let's say we have task for tomorrow and we want to have a reminder. So we go to our, you can click in here or our calendar in here. It will be at reminder. And you can have a couple of options at the same day. So it will be at 8 a.m. as far as I remember, like a couple of days before and so on. Yeah. And if you remember, we had a reminder for today's task. Yeah, for run a webinar. We had this task we had 30 minutes before. So as you can see, I have new notification in my notification center. And as you can see, oh, it's something else. Doesn't matter. Yeah, but I should have some notification probably. Yeah, I know. It was I changed the deadline. Sorry. Yeah, that's why it didn't work. Yeah, but if it was the same deadline, if it it was previously, I would have a notification like a reminder or whatever. Yeah, yeah. Sorry for this misunderstanding. Okay. What else do we have? Widgets for that. Yes, of course, Stacy, great point, because we do have widgets in our place, and you can add your own widgets into our place. So, for example, we have one of the most common used widgets in our place. For example, let's find this ADHD planner. Use this template, and as you can see, we have this Pomodoro timer. That's just a widget. You can start, and yeah, it works. So it's not only reminders like for tasks, but these timers also work in our place as well. Yeah, and I can see one more question. So this notification is audible because when this reminder, I don't know, works or it notifies you about something, you will have a notification on your mobile phone. So if you turn your notifications on, and if it's not, your phone isn't muted, you will hear that, okay, there are some notification, and yeah, something like that. But inside, it will not only be inside this bell icon, like you mentioned, Casey. If you have an an access, uh, grant an access to a notification on your desktop, you will get this notification as well on your browser, for example. Yeah. Yep. Thank you for your feedback, Casey. Yeah. Okay. So if you have more questions, go ahead. Because Ray was complaining that he was during his dinner before he joined our webinar. So yeah, he's starving.
No. My wife was late with cooking, so I was finishing my dinner very quickly to attend
Yes,
the
thank you,
seminar.
thank you so
So
much, Ray. Thank you for your support, and it's much
yeah,
more entertaining, not only for me but for our audience, because you ask great questions.
very nice to be here every time. Again, if I have time, I will be there, and I like it. And the things that you have your appointments and tasks within xTiles and synced to Google is very nice. And also that you can add tasks in your notes you're making is very nice. Yes, really very strong point about xTiles.
Yep. Thank you for your feedback. It's always priceless to hear such motivating words. Yeah, thank you. Okay, just one. Probably we will finish our webinar, and I also want to invite all of you for our next webinar next Wednesday. So now we will have educational webinars every Wednesday, and next Wednesday will be a super interesting and complicating in the same time, because we will talk about databases. We will talk about our collections. Collections is always struggle, because many people, they do not know that we have collections, I mean databases, and they use tables on our creative pages, and I believe it's not always the best choice to do. So yeah, we will talk about our collections, about properties, about connections between different collections, about roll-ups, about everything. So it will be super interesting to hear. It's not our main feature, of course, but many people they want to have, they want to keep everything under one roof, but they said that, oh, I need some additional functionality that your creative pages don't have. And I would say, but we have this functionality, but within collections. Yeah, that's the idea. Casey, thank you so much. Thank you for signing up. Uh, just want to say that if you have any questions, go ahead. You can book a meeting with me. I can help with onboarding because I understand many people do not want to struggle um, uh, to find everything by themselves. That's why we have this possibility to learn, to educate our users with this kind of webinars, with one-to-one sessions. So you can use this benefit. Uh, yeah, Stacy, thank you for your feedback. Location is super helpful. Yeah, thank you. Kidabra, thank you for your feedback as well. So thank you, everyone. And I also have one more idea that probably we will have another big webinar, like Q&A session with some users that we have. Maybe with Ray, maybe we will invite Stacy, maybe some of you want to be a part of. So it's just a rough idea, but we can have some podcast-like discussion. Yeah, and yeah, to answer all the questions that you might have. Thank you so much for the feedback. Yeah, I think that's it. Ray, thank you so much. Thank you for being that
You too. You
open-minded,
too.
and always you can find some time for us, for our application and our evening talks. At least it's our,
All right. Oh yes.
yeah.
Oh yes. Thanks for all the users being here and participating. I love to see that also. Thank you, Stacy and Kadevra and Mystical Rainbow and well, who's there next? All the others.
Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
Thank you, everyone. Ray, thank you so much, and we'll see you all next Wednesday. Cheers.